All right, everybody, if you can hear me, let me know. I know, I am live in the snow. This is in Conway, South Carolina, which is just up the road a little bit from Myrtle Beach. Go ahead, like the stream and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna try to get my vehicle in an orientation that we can watch the snow fall a little bit better. Yeah, again, we're in Conway, or by we're, I mean me. I'm in Conway, South Carolina. This is just about 20 minutes up the road from Myrtle Beach, if you're familiar with that area. And yeah, we're gonna try to have a good time and see some of the snowfall. And I'll even take y'all out into the snow in a moment, but I'm warming up just a little bit. So let me know again where y'all watching from, and let me know what you're seeing out there, and I'll try to get the camera in a way that we can, again, kind of see things a little bit clearer and better. And if it's shaky and all, I apologize, but we're gonna do the best with what we got. By the way, this was not really planned at all. I kind of just got in my car from Charlotte, and I was gonna go to like Columbia. Let me back the camera up a little bit. Maybe we can focus a little bit better. Again, we'll try to see if I can get it to focus at least a little bit better. This is always a fun little troubleshooting thing when we do these things. But yeah, no, I got in my car from Charlotte after school, and I just kind of started driving, and next thing I knew, I was in Myrtle Beach. So here we are. I have a cookout shake in hand, and like I said, I'm about to go out in the snow, and we'll take a measurement, and we'll get all that fun stuff going. Now let me get my gloves on. But yeah, just a fun little impromptu trip. School got canceled for tomorrow. By the way, I won't have a video tomorrow morning, if that was not evident already, as I am 3 hours away in a snowstorm. All right, let me turn some lights on and see if I can find my gloves. Y'all let me know how much snow you got, by the way. If anyone's watching from like New Orleans or Florida, or if you're in the Carolinas right now, I'd love to hear it, hear what you got going on. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna put the toboggan on for this. That's how serious it's about to get. It's cold out here, by the way. It's 25 and snowing, kind of a sleet snow mix, really. I'd say mostly snow, some sleet mixing in, but you can kind of see it falling. All right. Toboggan's going on, and then we're going out in the elements, and I will show you what we're working with here in Conway, South Carolina. All right. I feel like I'm warm enough. Let me make sure my car is unlocked so I don't get locked out of it in the snow. That would not be fun. Tape measure, do I have that with me? That's another great question. Somewhere I should probably have it. Boy, oh boy, look at that. Isn't that the good stuff? Ain't it the good stuff, I tell you? Yeah, I got the tape measure. Okay, we're good. All right, let's take a little stroll here. Again, make sure my car is unlocked because I do not want to get stuck outside. All right, I don't think I can I flip the camera around on me? I can, look at that. Hey, everybody. Yeah, this is fun, right? All 160 of you. I know it's late. Like I said, this wasn't really planned. This was just kind of a fun little impromptu way to make up for not having an evening video and have some people to talk to and chat about winter weather. So it's coming down pretty good. And if you look at it, this is a very kind of powdery snow. Like if I try to make a snowball, it's not happening. It's just fluff. And that's very uncommon for the Carolinas. It's just not something we see very often. When I got here like 30 minutes ago or so, we were at 3 inches of snow. Let's see what we're at now. All right, let me flip the camera back around. Also, sorry, you're gonna see terrible angles of me as I try to get this to properly work. Okay. All right, nice, beautiful parking lot, and we are at, yeah, about 2 inches or so. I'm might have taken a bad reading over there. It might have been on a little drift when it was 3 inches, so it might be a little less than that. But either way, good snowfall, and we'll be at 3 inches. It could also be the sleet compressing it a little bit as well, because it was really all pure snow. Now it's kind of that sleet snow mix. Again, still a lot of snow for sure, but some of that sleet might be compressing it down a little bit as well. So let's see, we got 262 people in here. Temperature is 25 degrees. Here's my car, by the way. This is Ruby the Subi, if anyone has not had the honor of meeting Ruby. She is my car that takes me on all these wonderful adventures. And this is Conway's Cookout. By the way, they have like a fun little, it's kind of festive the way they have it. They've got like a palm tree and like a sunset picture on it. Pretty fun stuff. So yeah, good. It's awesome. It's gonna be like this all night. So I honestly think if we get another good band of snow in here, we could get half a foot, maybe a little bit more even. Would not surprise me. All right, let's see if I can read these comments. I don't really know. It's like they pop up and then they're gone by the time. Oh, I see. Okay. By the way, I'm gonna sit back in the car again because it's cold. I need to grab a jacket is what I need to do. I'm wearing a vest right now. We'll do that in a second. Let me read some of these comments real quick though, and give it some time to keep going. All right. Marina says, how about Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina? Basically the same thing as like Myrtle Beach. I'm sure you're already getting the snow. Sorry, I'm flipping the camera back around to me here so I can talk a little bit, get my tassel out of the way from, sorry, getting things to work here. Okay, there we go. I look okay, right? So yeah, probably the same thing here. 2.5 inches in New Bern. That's awesome, William. Those are good totals for New Bern. I don't think I've ever been to New Bern, actually. Maybe I have. I know where it's at. I just don't know if I've been. How about Charlotte? Well, Charlotte should just be about done by now with the snow. By the way, if you're in Charlotte, let me know how much you got. I think most people got about half an inch-ish, a little more, a little less, depending where in the city you live, which is kind of what the forecast was for. So that ended up verifying pretty good. That was fun. Just got the snow off the back windshield. Am I driving back home tonight? Probably not. I'm probably going to sleep in my car or sleep somewhere. I brought blankets and all, so I'll be warm and all. And then probably hit the road in the morning when the sun's out. And I want to go to the beach. Yeah, somebody said go to the beach and send feed. I'm going to go to the beach, Kim. I'm going to go take a selfie with a palm tree in the snow. We got all night, though. So I also have, where do I have it? This handy dandy Red Bull with me, so that'll be good. But yeah, I brought food. I brought pizza, I've got water, I've got plenty of things, so don't worry about me. And Ruby has been a champ in the snow. This is my first time taking this car in the snow, and it has been awesome. Also, another nice thing is the roads are really straight here. So, like, I've snow chased in the mountains before, which is a lot scarier because you can't, like, really see if it's coming down heavy and it's windy and turny. These are, like, just straight beach roads. So it's awesome. It's flat. I love it. I'm not saying it's hard to get stuck because I'll say that and then I'll get stuck. But as long as you're, like, being careful, it's really not that bad at all. So also, like the stream if you're just now joining us. We got, like, 340 people in here. It's awesome. Love to see it. And everyone let me know what you're seeing. And how about New Orleans? Talk about a lot of snow. I mean, some folks in there got a foot of snow in New Orleans today. That is crazy. I told y'all like 1 to 3 inches, 3 to 5, I think is what I bumped it up to at the end. And some of the models were showing like 6, 7, 8, but it's just hard to like even imagine that happening in a place like New Orleans. So you would have had to been crazy to put that in your forecast. But if you did, I mean, kudos to you, you won. About 4 inches in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Yeah, I think the Outer Banks and just eastern North Carolina are really gonna get good out of this. Yeah, Bonnie, you wouldn't think Myrtle Beach would get snow. It's funny, the upstate of South Carolina is normally snow capital of the state, but already Conway here near Myrtle Beach has gotten more snow than probably anywhere else in the state so far this year, except for maybe somewhere else around here. Maybe the beach itself has more right now. Also, I've got this Cookout milkshake, and I'll tell you, they were not very happy when I ordered a milkshake in a snowstorm. So I would say I feel bad, but I don't really know if I fully do, because it's a good milkshake. Strawberry, by the way, strawberry, great flavor. Yeah, there's a lot of people that live in this area from the Northeast. I'm actually down here weirdly often. I saw, I was chased in this area basically everything now. I've done a tropical storm in Myrtle Beach, now a snowstorm, tornadoes. I've officially seen it all in Horry County. I don't know what else I could really add to the list. I don't even live here. Like, I'm not from here. The first time I've ever went to Myrtle Beach was a year ago, like right now. It was the first time I was ever even here. And then within a year, I've done basically it all. So definitely fun stuff. So we're going to take a ride here in a second. I'll probably leave y'all in the car with me while we ride. I won't be able to read comments and stuff, obviously, because I'll be driving. But we might go a little bit further ahead. Yeah, talk about just, this is fun. I love snow. I love being in snow. It sucks it's not in Charlotte. Like, I'd love to just be on campus and see it snow, and that would be great and all. But do whatever God lets me do. And this is obviously what was in the cards for today. So yeah, the roads through most of the Carolinas are rough. Places like Charlotte, you didn't get a lot of snow. Arguably, I would say it's easier to drive here right now than areas of like the Midlands, because the snow is now so compact that there's not really ice, and it's almost like it's giving you something to drive on. Other places, it's kind of like just a sheet of ice, because the brine is trying to melt the snow, and then it's kind of melting but then freezing again, and it's just kind of a problem. So yeah, Myrtle Beach is definitely a big tourist area, so I know a lot of y'all have probably been here before. Starting to come down in Savannah, Kirk Long says, awesome. Somebody said, can't sleep in your car, too cold. I did think about that. I have plenty of blankets. I've done it before in the snow, and I don't need to sleep a lot. Like, as long as I get an hour or two of, like, enough to rejuvenate me, I can drive back to Charlotte and sleep all day tomorrow. But I'll probably stay here through the morning, honestly, and go to the beach, get some cool like drone video and all this stuff, and hopefully make a little vlog out of this. In fact, that reminds me, I need to get my actual camera, like filming this in 4K, so I can post that later on too. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter right now than it has been. It was heavier when I got here. It's calmed down a little bit. Still snowing good, but that's how these things go. We're gonna get bands that come in and go out and come in and go out. And that's just going to be the nature of things. So yeah, it's snowing good. I got about 400 of y'all in here. I guess we could take a little stroll now that the snow has calmed down a little bit. I don't see why not. So let's do that. It might be a little shaky is the thing. So let me see if I can find a fix for that really quickly before we hit the road. And obviously when I'm driving, I'm not going to answer questions and stuff. I'll just be talking. As you could probably understand, hopefully. So let's see if I can. I'm sorry, I've got the. Actually, no, I'll give y'all a second to look at the snow while I fix this real quick. All right. Sorry, I've got two car mounts. I'm trying to get the right one to work really quickly so I can take y'all with me. See if it wants to stick back. Well, that's cool. I think somebody said they know this Big Lots. It's always fun when somebody locally kind of knows the area a little bit. All right, let's see if this is going to work. I'm feeling good about our prospects that this will work for a little drive. Alrighty, that looks pretty good. Yeah, not gonna quite do donuts yet. Actually, I'm gonna have to move this up even higher, so. Sorry folks, again, I did not really plan this, so we're troubleshooting, and the camera's gonna shake a little bit for a moment. That should be pretty fine. Let's see. Yeah, that should work. Let me move it up. 1 layer, 2 layers. Did Gainesville, Florida get snow? Good question. I'm not entirely sure if Gainesville, Florida got snow. Actually, no, it might work better is if I tilt it down even more. All right, now I think we're cooking with something. All right, this, I know it's tilted a little high, y'all, but I think this is gonna be the most stable for what we're about to do, which is driving. Again, I'm not gonna be able to read comments here for a second, so, or for however long I'm driving. So just be prepared for that. But yeah, this should be good. I guess another problem might be is if you can hear me or not. While I'm still sitting here, let me know if you can still hear me. Because it's kind of far away, the phone. I'll wait a second for everyone to comment, tell me if they can still hear me. I can kind of talk a little bit louder too. I've got a pretty good speaking voice from time to time. Okay, awesome. All right, let's hit the road. We're gonna keep going towards Myrtle Beach itself because I want to see the beach in the snow. The photographer in me is just dying for that. So let me make sure I've got my camera with me still. I seem to have that. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So about 500 people in here. Awesome stuff. Again, go ahead and like the stream so more people find it. And let's try to get these numbers up. Also, I think we're really close to 35,000 subs, if we didn't already pass it. So if you want to be lucky number 35,000, now is a great time to potentially try to get on board. So, all right. And it might kind of focus in and out a little bit. Like I said, have never tried this before, and I'm just basically going to drive around. Yeah, we'll see where that takes us. If I'm at like a stop sign or something, I can read the chat really quickly. But by the way, if y'all didn't know, Ruby is a manual. So if you hear me revving the engine, that is me just not knowing how to drive very well. So, you know, save the manuals. And also, I think generally speaking, driving a manual helps a little bit in the snow because you can kind of pick your gear a little bit easier than if I was in an automatic. So yeah, here we go. All right, this is US Highway 501 in Conway, driving towards Myrtle Beach. Just so everyone kind of gets an idea of where we're at. I'll try to, again, hope that maybe the camera will try to be in focus-ish, potentially. Yeah, so the roads aren't great by any means, but I have driven on worse snowy roads. Again, the kind of nice thing is it's at least all caked together. Pretty straight roads in this area. I don't think I came through Bennettsville. So I didn't really know where I was going, honestly. I kind of just started driving, and then it became pretty apparent the beach was going to be the place to go. So I came through Bishopsville, I think, and then got on 20 to Florence, and then, you know, just the quickest way, 501 or whatever's quickest way to Myrtle is the way I took. I will also say the snow's been kind of blowing sideways a little bit as well. It's not blizzard conditions by any means, but it's also not, you know, calm winds by any stretch of the imagination either. You know, the one problem with buying a cookout milkshake in a snowstorm is they're already pretty thick, and it's not really melting at all. So that's always fun. All right, E's are in first gear. All right. Keep on going southbound on 501. You know what probably would have been smart is getting the snow off of my windshield wipers while I had the chance, which I did not do. That's okay though. Any super chats I will get to and I will read, I promise. Just you'll have to wait for me to pull over or get to a stop sign or something like that. So I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Again, I'm not reading anything because I'm driving in the snow nice and carefully and responsibly. But I am grateful for that. So thanks. We'll pay for my gas money back to Charlotte. You know what, actually, I'm going to pull really quickly into here, into whatever this parking lot is. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit because I have an idea that might work a tad bit better for us. So, we're gonna do that, and then I can read the super chat as well. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's see what the super chat was. If I can go back to it. All right, Corey says, gotta support my fellow snow lovers. I live in Eastern Kentucky. I have about 7 inches on the ground still. Excited for the deep south and beach snow, though. Can't wait to see the totals. Well, I appreciate that, Corey. Yeah, being a snow lover, we're kind of a bit of a cult sometimes, it feels like. I will be the first to admit that. All right, so here's the problem with this one, folks. This one will be better, but the only thing is it's gonna jiggle and like kind of wobble a little bit. So let's see if I can try to do some of those physics classes I've taken. Let's see if I can engineer this a little bit better so maybe it won't do that as much. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, that's good while we're sitting still. If y'all are okay with it kind of bouncing a little bit while I'm driving, let me know, or the view will be better. It'll just kind of like, it'll probably do this a little bit. So if that's going to be super distracting, let me know. We got like 530 people in here. Awesome. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and like the stream. Yeah, when we get to the beach, I'll show it. Now, this stream might kind of do, I might do 2 streams. I might do a stream now and then come back and start another one. I'll try to keep this going as long as possible, though, so. Yeah, all right, we'll give this a shot. Let's see, maybe I can, again, kind of adjust even a little bit more here just to try to make it the best possible. Maybe also if I do this might help. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get anything in Pickens. My sister, she goes to Pickens High School, and she said she's on the soccer team. She was practicing, and I guess she got a little bit at least. Or at least it was snowing. I doubt it accumulated really too much of anything, but... All right, let's see. This could do numbers for us. Yeah, Monroe, North Carolina has snow. I drove through Monroe to get to the Myrtle Beach area. So I'm trying to do a little bit of engineering here to make this process work even better for us. Let's see if that's going to be. You know what? It's gonna be okay because this is impromptu anyway. Let's just go for a ride. It's gonna bounce a little bit, y'all. Just be aware of that. Yeah, it's starting to come down hard and heavy again. Actually, let me clean off my windshield wipers really quickly. So you're about to see me walk outside and be an idiot. So I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Oh, well, it would help if I put those down, wouldn't it? Okay, now I am back. I just did a measurement while I was out there too. We're up to about 4 inches now in Conway. Still haven't left Conway. Again, working towards Myrtle from Conway. Yeah, I think 2018, y'all got about 4 or 5 inches. A couple places got 6 outside of like Myrtle Beach itself, which kind of got screwed on that one from the horror stories I've been told by local meteorologists. So this one's definitely getting Myrtle Beach itself better than the previous storms have. Yeah, I know it's bouncy, y'all. Like I said, that's just going to be a side effect we kind of have to deal with. But y'all can see the roads. I mean, they're covered. They are covered. This is downtown Conway, driving towards Myrtle Beach. So assuming there's no traffic and it stays like this and there's not like a plow or something, we'd probably get there in like 20-30 minutes maybe. Now I don't know where in Myrtle I plan on going exactly. I haven't really thought that far ahead, but we'll figure something out. I will say my windshield wipers, they were icy. I guess the defroster basically melted the snow and then it refroze where it wasn't warm or warm enough to keep it defrosted. So try to drive as gentle as possible for you. Yeah, I mean, you kind of see here, we're getting to the point where everything's kind of just white, and you can't really tell the difference from road and sidewalk. Now, I mean, you can, but it's all blended lines or anything, but you can kind of see the hump on the side where what is just kind of a snowy mess actually on. So it's the real deal. I mean, this is not something that happens often. The last time Myrtle Beach had an inch of snow, was it 2009? I think is the stat I saw. And this is like, well, I mean, this is an upstate South Carolina kind of snowstorm. This is like a Caesar's Head, Table Rock kind of thing, not a Myrtle Beach thing. So it's crazy to see. Crazy to see. It's crazy to be in too. Like, it hasn't really hit me because I'm a little more used to snow. But some of the kids that like maybe grew up here in Myrtle Beach, I mean, this is like, to them probably feels like a once in a lifetime thing. Yeah, it's snow's coming down good. You can definitely see the visibility problems that we're kind of running into a little bit. But I'm driving slow. I'm taking it easy, so don't worry. We're gonna do tortoise in the hare, and I will be the tortoise, not the hare. Also, I did see we got another super chat. I didn't get a chance to read it, but thank you to whoever that was. And again, whenever we stop, I'll go back and read all the super chats and all of that fun stuff. But it's beautiful, y'all. I love the snow. I know I say that all the time. Those of you that watch Mitch West's channel, my friend, and he was we were on live last night. I know we both love snow. I gotta get and do a snow thing sometime. So y'all go message Mitch and tell him to schedule a snow trip with me sometime. Maybe we'll go up to the Northeast. He went with his buddy Bryce once to the Northeast, and I know they had a blast, and that was in a nor'easter. I would definitely love to try to schedule that sometime if I can kind of fit it into like a weekend. Obviously, it's tough with school, but it's still super cool nonetheless. Gotta make sure I keep putting my back windshield wiper on too, because it's I couldn't see anything because the snow covered it up. It's also kind of crazy just to see like the palm trees with the snow. Like it's like an oxymoron in real life. It's really kind of cool. Man, I tell you, this cookout milkshake is getting it done for me right now. Getting it done. There's a police officer over there helping somebody out in the snow. Good to see, good to see. I'm driving like 25 miles an hour. I'm pretty sure my tires are just all-season tires, but they're pretty new. I just had them inspected, and they said they were fine. They had plenty of tread life left, so I wasn't really worried about it. And again, the nice thing around here is it's all very flat because we're at the coast, so I don't really have to worry about like hills or anything. I would maybe be a little bit more worried about like my grip and stuff, but if I'm just driving 25 miles an hour down a straight path, I mean, you know, it's not like I'm driving up the side of Mount Mitchell or something. Oh no, this is fun. You got the sign, it says winter storm warning in effect. Now I love when something lines up like that. Like in my brain, this is a perfect picture. For those of you who don't know, I love photography and stuff, like on the side. And my brain is like, this is the perfect picture to take. Obviously I can't right now because I'm driving. But like if I had a passenger with me, if I had a coast snow lover, I would definitely get them to pull out the camera and take a picture of that. So I'm trying to think of where to go in Myrtle. Honestly, I might just go to the boardwalk. It's probably a little busy, I would think, just because it's a snow day or snow night at Myrtle Beach. I'm sure people will be there. And again, I've only been to Myrtle Beach so many times, I don't have it memorized like the back of my hand, but I'm pretty sure I can find my way there. I think that might be the plan. Take a couple selfies at the boardwalk. Like I said, I love photos and I love a good selfie too. Love a good selfie. There's that crunchy goodness. Yeah, there's definitely some sleet mixed in, but this is a lot of snow. I mean, this is still mostly snow, I'd say. If y'all haven't already, go ahead, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for the latest notifications, as always. And if this is your first time ever joining the channel, this is not the normal. Normally it's weather forecasting videos, although I love storm chasing, and I want to do more of that on the channel. Just the way the YouTube algorithm works, it gets kind of tough. Like YouTube doesn't like telling people I like storm chasing, which is fine. But I don't really feel like creating a whole separate channel for it. So I do have a playlist all about storm chasing. And if you haven't already seen it, the 2024 Rewind I posted back in December, that was a recap of all of my storm chases from last year. And I plan on doing that again this year. Also, it's getting real bumpy here for a second, so just, you know, hang with me on the camera end. But yeah, exciting times. Ooh, a slick spot there. Yeah, it's getting back to being kind of tough to tell what's road and what's not road, to be honest with y'all. Luckily, I have a car in front of me to follow, which is always kind of helpful in these situations. Just kind of follow their tracks. Crazy, crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can't even like... You look ahead, it just looks like a white mist, basically. not really sure how far we are away in terms of time since we're driving at like 20 to 30 miles an hour. Can't imagine it's like too terribly far away, but who knows? Yeah, rates are starting to pick up again. It's starting to turn a lot more to, I wouldn't call this whiteout by any means, but it's visibility is definitely lower than it was back in Conway. And I haven't had a chance to look at radar in a minute, because if I go look at radar, it'll pause the stream. I don't want to do that to y'all. But maybe y'all can let me know if a big band's about to move into the beach or what, because it definitely, man, I mean, they got dumped on over here. This might be honestly 4 or 5 inches of snow and sleet. All right, I'm passing Horry Georgetown Technical Community College right now. For any locals who might know where we're at. Snowfall rate's definitely picking up again. I mean, I'll be honest, if Myrtle Beach doesn't end up with half a foot of snow, I'd be pretty surprised. I mean, these are good rates. And it's so powdery. I mean, even though there's some sleet in it, it's still accumulating pretty well. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. I've never been on a snowy beach before, so this will be exciting. I'm excited. Looks like we got like 700 something people in here, so welcome in everyone new. Go ahead and like the stream, subscribe, all the fun things. And if you're just now joining us, I am driving into Myrtle Beach, South Carolina from the Conway area, moving down US 501. I don't know if it's considered southbound or if they consider it eastbound. I think probably southbound, or it might be east on 501. Either way, moving towards Myrtle Beach. Have cookout milkshake in hand, and we're feeling good about life. We're gonna keep on keeping on. Yeah, definitely lower visibility now than there was, and my windshield wipers are getting a little frozen on me, which is a little annoying. So I have to pull over again before we get there to re-clean off the windshield wipers, because they keep getting ice stuck on them. And then we could also get a new snow measurement check. I mean, just looking at the, you see the, what they call traffic cones on the side of the road? I mean, the snow's up a good bit on those traffic cones. I don't know, they might already be about 5 inches right here. I would not be shocked to see a reading like that whenever I get the tape measure out. I will say the further we drive towards the coast, the more you can kind of hear the sleet mixing in, but they're also getting heavier precip here, so that might not necessarily entirely mean lower totals by a lot. I mean, you can deal with a little bit of sleet mixing in, you just don't want it to be predominantly sleet. The other problem is the more sleet you get, the longer it's going to take for this to melt. And it's already going to be a cold week, so Myrtle Beach, I mean, it might be one of those weeks you just don't have school the rest of the week. If you got kids that go to school here, or if you go to school here, or if you have one of those jobs that cancels usually because of winter weather, might just be your week. Kind of getting deja vu. Last time I was on this road, I was in a tornado warning. Kind of funny. One time it's a tornado warning, the next time it's a winter storm warning. Always fun to come back to somewhere and see different weather in the same place, a different season. Slow down here a little bit. Everyone's driving a bit slower for, I'm sure, some good reason. I will be excited to stop and get another measurement. tactical lane change in the snow. So don't faint, everybody. Also definitely need to do a tactical windshield wiper defreeze. Next time we can see a gas station or something, we'll probably pull over and I'll reach out and update where we're at, get a measurement, and once again fix the windshield wipers. Might not be a bad idea either. Also probably downshift to 4th gear. Less torque the better. I will say I'm a chronic listener to music, so I'm having to fight every power in my body to not have the radio playing right now. But if I do, YouTube will get very upset with me and demonetize me, and they will call it copyright infringement. So I'm not going to, but just so y'all know, normally I would just be having the radio cranking right now, but it's all right. We're on snow patrol and we're snow driving and all that fun stuff. So we're passing a Toyota dealership. So that's worth something, I guess, to maybe somebody who might know where we're at. This is the Toyota dealership on Interstate or Highway 501 rather, going into Myrtle Beach. There's also a Kia, it looks like a bit of a motor mile of sorts. Again, I apologize about the shaky camera, y'all. I can't really help it, unfortunately. Once we stop, though, it'll stop our location. Which, to be fair, it's probably about as quick as you'd be moving if it was peak summer traffic in Myrtle Beach, so can't be that much worse. Ooh, red light. Now, I haven't done a lot of snow driving, but what I have learned from the little bit of snow driving I've done is the key is to brake as slowly and as early as possible. If you do that, generally speaking, from my experience, you end up okay, which is good because I like ending up okay. That's my preferred method of ending up, so it's good. Passing a Waffle House. Love Waffle House. Love Waffle House. Not sponsored by Waffle House, but if they want to sponsor me, I would very much let Waffle House sponsor me. That would be welcome. I know the screen's kind of blurry, and it's this little chunk of ice that will not escape me. My windshield is getting very, very frozen, even though the defroster's on, so I don't know what that's about, but it's okay. All right, now the red light. Go ahead and hit or get off the gas and just coast to it. This guy in front of me is doing a terrific job as well, which is what we like to see. Like to see everyone driving in a helpful manner. That's good. All right, let's see if I can adjust the camera while we're at this light, so maybe it'll do a slightly better job here of focusing, maybe. We'll see. Got Myrtle Beach PD right here. Yeah, it's starting to sound a lot more like sleet this way compared to what it sounded like back in Conway. So we might be a little bit more sleet heavy now than we were in Conway. I'm gonna roll my window down actually and get a feel for what's falling from the sky. Yeah, this is really sleet now, folks. One, you can already kind of tell because the ice buildup, but like on the car and stuff, pings and stuff. So we might pull over here and get a little, check it out. Yeah, it's a winter storm for sure. Oh, I just broke one chunk of sleet off. That's nice. Yeah, it's getting icy. It'll probably change back to all snow by the end of the storm. But for now, this warm nose might hold on for a little bit. All right, we're gonna take the next kind of pull off we can into a parking lot and regroup for a second. We're really not far. So we might actually just keep going, I don't know. The windshield wiper thing's a little annoying, but if we can make it work, then it might be a little bit better now. The darn sleet monster ruining all the fun. Try to get back over here. Well, you could argue the sleet might actually be making it almost a little bit easier to drive because it's really compacting it all down. And kind of clumping the snow together a little bit more. It's icy, of course, but pros and cons to every type of winter precipitation. Also making the ride a little bit bumpier, but that's okay. Plenty of people passing me on the left, and that is fine. We are just taking it slow and easy. And we are in our lane, so no problems there, which is always good. Alrighty, yeah, we're just about there. Probably maybe another 10 minutes. I would say. And this milkshake is still frozen solid, so it is hot in here. Turn down the heat a little bit. Yeah, luckily the little water droplets are off the, or frozen droplets, but the... Ooh, it is icy right here. Icy, icy. Yeah, I guess the hope would be if maybe we can get some heavier precipitation that can crash the column back below freezing and we get rid of whatever warm nose is giving us the sleet right now. But honestly, it'll probably stay this sleet snow mix all the way up until the end, and then we'll get another burst of snow on top of it. Is kind of my thought here, my guess. Kind of back to really not really knowing where the lanes are. So there's no one around me, so I don't feel too bad about kind of driving in the middle here, but bit of a tricky one. I guess this is the left lane. Yeah, I think we're back on track here. I appreciate y'all tuning in, by the way. I know it's kind of late, and it's work week. It's school week for me, too, so I get it. I'm 3.5 hours from home in a snowstorm, but, you know, it's, it's fun for me, I guess. Okay, this is where things get a little sketchier looking. You know what? Let's follow this car, actually. I don't really know what this is leading to, and it's an off-ramp, so it's going to take us probably not into the city. In fact, I probably should have stayed on that road, but it was kind of hard to see, honestly. I can get back on it, though. No problem. But I did want to stop at this gas station anyway and kind of get a feel for what's happening. I might just get back on it, honestly. Yeah, you know what? Let's follow these cars. Let's just get back on it. We're basically there. I'm going to run this light really quickly just because if I try to stop, I'm just going to skid into the intersection anyway. So it's okay. Nobody's coming. I think it's better to do that instead of slamming on the brakes and just skidding into it like an idiot. So that is okay. Yeah, I know the camera's shaky, y'all. I'm trying to keep it steady as much as possible. I wasn't really planning on going live, so I didn't necessarily get the proper equipment ready and prepared. Yeah, right here you can't see what's happening at all on the road. Like, there, it is impossible to tell what is a lane right now and what is just road and not road. I'm guessing this is probably merging onto the roadway, so we're going to treat all of this as the road and go from there. We're on some bridge. It's a big bridge coming into Myrtle Beach. Atlantic Intracoastal Waterway is what we're going over right now. Again, this is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. First big winter storm here in a long time, and ooh, it is slick on this bridge. Kind of coast down it a little bit here. Sleet's getting heavier now for sure. Heavier than it was earlier. No, that sound is sleet. It's not freezing rain. This is just sleet. It's definitely becoming more sleet than snow at this point. Yeah, we're now in Myrtle Beach proper, so if memory serves me correctly, and again, I'm not a Myrtle Beach native, so I'm trying to go off of just the many trips I've taken over the past year here. I think if I just go straight, basically it'll take me right to the boardwalk. I think. Which is what we're gonna try to do. Again, I know the camera's shaky and it's not very focused right now. We're gonna try to lock in. There's nobody behind me as well here. All right, green light for me. That's good. On the bright side, there's a lot more street lights now, so I can see better. That's good. I have it so hot in the car right now that the milkshake is finally becoming drinkable and it's not just solid ice cream. So that is good news, everybody. Yeah, it's still some snow mixed in with the sleet, but it's a lot of sleet at this point. A raging sleet storm in Myrtle Beach. Now I could have stayed further into like the PD, probably in Conway, and it would have been a lot less sleet to worry about, but you know, I figured if we drove this far, we might as well just go to Myrtle Beach, even if it is sleet more than snow. And we'll see. I might try to change back to snow if we're lucky. That would be the ideal. Ooh, this light's going to change on me. Okay, we can stop in time. That's good. Yeah, but what a nice view. All right, I have a GPS here, and okay, yeah, I'm kind of familiar back with where I am, so. You know, these are my favorite days. I have a lot of fun days in life, but these impromptu days where if you would have told me this morning I'd be in Myrtle Beach at 11:30, I would have called you crazy, and now I am. These are my favorite days. I love a good, fun weather surprise. Not that this storm was a surprise, but me being here is a surprise. So, very lucky to be able to kind of experience it a little bit. I'm gonna sleep like a baby this weekend, let me tell you. It has been a crazy January. Absolutely insane January, and I am tired. I was looking at the models this morning. I didn't see the afternoon runs because I was busy dealing with this storm, but it looks like February looks warmer in general. So we'll see if that holds. But right now, I'm just going to enjoy this while we have it, because for all we know, this is the last winter storm we'll see in Myrtle Beach for another decade. Would not surprise me. Would not surprise me. We're probably going to have to pay for having record snow on the Gulf Coast and into the southeast. Those things don't come cheap. All right, I think we're about to get on the main, whatever the main road is in Myrtle Beach, the one that kind of just goes up and down the coastline. Whatever that is what we're about to get to, so. Ocean Boulevard, that's it, yeah. Well, crazy stuff to see, y'all. Crazy stuff. All right, yeah, so I think if I can park somewhere over here. We should be able to get to the boardwalk. Oops, sorry. If y'all are just joining the stream, make sure to like it, subscribe if you haven't already. And I also still cannot believe that Louisiana got a foot of snow and Connecticut hasn't gotten anything. I feel for you, okay? Like Charlotte, I know Charlotte's further south and it's still different than Connecticut, but Charlotte, who normally gets like a good couple inches of snow a year, speaking, has been missed on two sides now. We had snow to the north a week ago, and then today snow to the south. We got like a quarter of an inch of ice last week and then like 2/10 of an inch of snow today. Like it's nothing. Unlike Myrtle Beach, who is just getting absolutely dumped on by sleet and snow and ice and all the things possible. All right, let's ooh, that light changed quick. It did not give us much time. All right, boardwalk. Well, here's a parking deck here. I think if I turn right here, I feel like I'm not the only one going here, so we'll follow this guy. Seems like a nice upstanding citizen who knows where he's going. And we will trust him and try not to. Yeah, this looks good. This looks like familiar territory. Now, this is crazy. I mean, this is like downtown Myrtle Beach, and it's just a winter wonderland. Yes. Okay, awesome. Where is everyone parking? It's going to be the $1 million question. I'm going to go park over here because I've parked over here before. Yeah, I'm also kind of proud of myself. I got here without like without cheating, I guess. I kind of just knew the way. All right, this is definitely a road, right? Yeah, because this guy's driving on it. Okay. Hello, good sir. Okay. All right. Well, there's the ocean. We're about to get out the car, y'all. We're gonna take a little walk and put the jacket on, and we're gonna document the great Myrtle Beach blizzard, snow, sleet, ice accumulation mess. Okay. I think I've parked exactly in this parking spot before, or this parking lot. And I can't imagine that they're going to actually charge me to park here. So I'm just going to park here. I think that's going to be okay. And if they really feel the need to try to tow my car in a snowstorm, more power to them, I guess. I don't know. All right. There's no exit there, so we will. All right. Park it a little bit better than this. All right, just looking at the ground, this is pretty good accumulation, folks. All right, we made it. Yay. Let's get y'all back off the tripod stand and into my hand. Here it is, the one and only Myrtle Beach, the great winter storm. You know, now that I'm looking at it, this is still a good snow sleet mix. It looked a lot more, or sounds very sleety, but there's still some good snow coming down out of that. What do we think? Do we like it? All right, just so my car doesn't get flooded with with things. All right, I'll let y'all continue to watch things for a second while I grab a jacket and figure out how I'm logistically gonna do this. So I'll be quiet for a second to go do that. Oh, I didn't have a super chat forever ago. If that person's still here, let me see if I can find it. It was a while ago. I never leave a super chat unrecognized. That's the only reason I can even do these things. So, all right, let's see. It was way up here somewhere. What time is it now? 11:40. So that was, wow, we've had a lot of comments. Y'all have been typing it up. I love it. Thank you. I know it was in here. I'm not crazy. There was a super chat. Gosh, was it that long ago? Can't seem to find it. I saw it and I wish I could. Wish I could find it. Okay, well, whoever it was, I will go back later and find it and thank you personally in a video. So, yeah, okay. Let me, what's I gonna do? A jacket. I need a jacket. Okay, we got somebody running in the snow out here. That's entertaining to watch. Okay, with that, I need gloves as well. Okay, here's 2 gloves. That's that problem solved. Whoop-de-doo. So these gloves are kind of wet for some reason. Luckily, I brought multiple pairs, but I lost one of my gloves is the problem. I know I'm just talking still, but okay, this is gonna go on my head. And this is gonna come with me for video purposes. Alrighty. Could be over here now that I think about it. Oh, but it's not. Oh, but it's not. Son of a gun. It's okay. Conveniently, I have this jacket from WMBF. So if any of y'all are from here and you know WMBF News, shout out to them. They gave me a jacket and I can wear it. So that works out really well. It's cold out here, y'all. It's 25. Just colder than I like. All right. Y'all are coming with me. This is coming with me as well, so I can video this. Hypothetically video this. Let's see if I can. I know it's a black screen. Sorry, I'm about to flip you around. Hi. All right. The best way to do that. That'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, oh, I do need to turn my car off and my headlights off and all that so my battery doesn't die. That's going to be important for this. Make sure it's unlocked. Not like so. Hello. Let me bring my actual camera as well. This is going to be a little bit of a logistic nightmare because I'm doing a live stream and trying to do photography and doing all sorts of things at the same time and carrying 20,000 things at once, and that's going to be okay. All right, lock the car. Sorry, I know I've got you covered and you don't know what's happening. Lift my wipers so they don't freeze. That's a good idea. Thank you for that suggestion, whoever said that. Ah. Camera. Okay. All right, here we go. We are walking. Let's get a measurement, actually, because this parking lot's a great place to do it. So I gotta, you know what, actually, we are gonna take a measurement, don't worry. I'll give y'all a second under this awning to look at things while I fix something real quick and grab something up. grabbing the tape measure to get a little reading here, if I can remember which pocket I put it in. Oh, sorry, phone fell. There you go, that should be better. Actually, I have to run to my car and grab the tape measure. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. All right, snow reading / sleet reading / whatever you want to call it, reading. All right, they're sitting at about 3 inches of a sleet snow mix. What we've got in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Let's go to the ocean. How about that? This is the view, everybody. So now is a great time to like the stream and comment and share and all the fun things for the world to see. As we walk over to the one and only boardwalk here. Woo! It's cold out here. Nice little palm tree, palmetto tree, South Carolina's finest. Well, this is quite the vibe. I will be the first to tell you, this is quite the vibe. People driving here, you can see my footsteps. It's like a movie. All right. Walk into the ocean, snow on the beach. We have a tow truck next to us who is playing some music, so if you hear that, that's what that is. Hopefully YouTube does not end my career for his music in the background. There's the Ferris wheel and all that stuff. All right, moment of truth here in a second. We are entering a tsunami-ready community, everybody. So that's good. I was concerned that we were not tsunami-ready in Myrtle Beach, but we are. So should be good to go there. All right, well, here we go. Here's the beach, Myrtle Beach. Let's get down there, and if I can do it without falling, which I did not fall for the record, so that is good. Although even if I did, who cares at this point? Yeah, and it's funny because it feels like sand, because it's like the snow kind of has the same texture as it, but if I go down here and grab it, this is snow, folks. Not sand, this is snow. God, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna quite take a dip, but this is Myrtle Beach, Sleet, and a little science lesson right here is why we have what we call baroclinic instability. I always talk about that on the channel. Basically, the ocean out there is a lot warmer than the air mass that is over Myrtle Beach, and that creates instability, and that's why we're getting so much precipitation. That's creating a lot of lift, but also creating that warm nose that's creating the sleet. And if you look at the sky, the clouds, those are coming in. That's that warm nose punching through, and right there is where it's turning to sleet. Above it, it's still snow, coming down as rain, really, and then it's refreezing down here because it's so cold, and we're getting some of that sleet. So Crazy stuff. Yeah, I'll go closer to the water if you want. Oh, it's fine. Crazy walking on snowy beaches in South Carolina. That's something you really imagine. It feels a lot deeper out here on the beach. That could just be because the sand and the snow are kind of mixing, but definitely not going to go swimming. Fun stuff. Very fun stuff. All right. Gosh, this is crazy. Let me see if I can get a reading of the snow right here, because on the beach, it seems really deep. And again, I know some of it's might just because of the sand texture with the snow on top of it, but okay. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's 5 inches on the beach. I'm pretty sure. Let's see if we dig down, is that... Yeah, that's all snow, folks. That's nearly half a foot of snow and sleet on the beach of Myrtle Beach. It must have been coming down in buckets here earlier. Yeah, it's like 5 inches right here. That's crazy. I think I'm gonna pass on the snow angel. Yeah, it's really deep right here. That's crazy. But yeah, not gonna be an all-time record in Myrtle Beach, because 1989 they got absolutely blasted right around Christmas with like a huge once-in-a-generation snowstorm. But this will definitely probably crack top 5, maybe top 3. All-time snows in Myrtle Beach. And again, we still got time to go. Just this sleet is going to accumulate a lot less steadily than the snow would have. All right, so we'll walk a little bit further down here. I'll probably, honestly, end the stream, folks, relatively soon, so I can get some time to just do some photography and some videography on my own without having to do the live stream and all. But I really appreciate y'all tuning in. This got way more views and stuff than I expected. We went quite some time, went hour and a half or so. Maybe not quite that long, maybe an hour 15. But yeah, what a storm though. Again, walking right here. It's just a classic boardwalk with all the flags. I haven't seen that one. That's the United States Space Force flag. That's cool. Mainly sleet right now, sleet snow mix. And I mean, just what a time to be alive and walk in the shores of South Carolina. Still have some of the Christmas stuff up, it looks like, which is cool. Yeah, what a crazy week of weather, folks. I don't even know what else to say. But yeah, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, in the great winter storm of 2025. That's what year it is now, 2025. No longer 2024. So crazy stuff. All right, y'all. Well, honestly, I'm going to end it here. I think we got to see the beach. We saw the city. I drove a ton. I might go live again, but I'm probably just going to do some videography and photography and some documentation so I can try to get a little video out on this little fun adventure. But yeah, I did bring pizza. I forgot to eat it on the beach, but I did bring pizza. It's in my car, and it's cold. It's very cold pizza, but that's okay. All right, go Birds, Johnny. Yeah. All right, y'all. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next adventure.